Packers fans, this is the Packer Mentality Podcast. Whether you are new to the channel or you've joined us before, thank you for coming back. As usual, before we get going, please help me build this channel and take a minute to subscribe and follow me on social media at Packer Mentality. I am recording this less than an hour after the Packers lost to the Lions on Thursday night. Honestly, I don't have much positive to say, so this should probably be a very short gut reaction to tonight's game. As a Packer fan, I don't like to criticize the Packers coaches or players. I respect them and I appreciate all the hard work they put in. I try to be fair and honest with my criticism when it's deserved. And tonight, it's definitely deserved. The Lions are a good team, but the Packers gave them too much help. I said in my preview episode a couple days ago that there were four keys to the Packers having a chance to win this game, and each of those keys proved to be crucial in an embarrassing performance tonight. Key number one was for the defense to stop the run. 43 carries for 211 yards. That's almost a 5 yards per carry average. They couldn't stop the Lions on the ground, and it cost this team in the worst possible times. It was a combination of being physically beaten, bad tackling, and a failure to compensate or adjust by the defensive coaching staff, Joe Barry. Key number two was to protect Jordan Love. 5 sacks and countless pressures and hurries. I am not looking forward to seeing the official numbers for this game. The injuries and absence of David Bakhtiari and Elton Jenkins was definitely felt, but the whole offensive line was getting beat. The play calling, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, was especially brutal in the first half, and Jordan Love paid the price several times. Key number three was to limit mental mistakes. Now, the offense was a little better, at least as far as penalties go, but the special teams, Quay Walker, that field goal, that penalty was inexcusable. It sure looked like Quay didn't know what he was doing was going to be a penalty. Rich Bisaccia, this one's on you. This is a coaching moment that should have happened before he makes this mistake. It's a rule, and seems like this should have been a conversation at one point before the season. Key number four was the addition of Christian Watson and Aaron Jones improving the offense. And I'm going to pin this one squarely on Matt LaFleur. This was a terrible coaching job and play calling in the first half. The offense in the first half was unimaginative and predictable. Just dropping straight back to pass early in the game put Jordan Love against that pass rush in bad situations several times. Where's the run game? Or at least pretending you have a run game so that you can go play action. Aaron Jones is a playmaker, and once again, Matt LaFleur doesn't get him the ball. His first touch is 2 minutes into the second quarter, and no shot plays to Christian Watson. Now, it is hard to tell watching the television broadcast what is happening downfield, but they didn't actually throw deep downfield until the big play to Jaden Reed in the second half. I realize those two guys were probably on snap counts, but if you can't use them, why have them out there? And they ran that option play again. They ran it a couple of games ago, and again, it was a disaster. I don't know what they are seeing that they think that play is going to work. They just need to put that one away. Stop it before you get somebody hurt. Now, the second half was an improvement, mostly. The offense, it played much better. The defense got a few stops until the Lions realized they could just run the ball down the defense's throat. And of course, that penalty on the field goal was really costly. I love that this team didn't quit, but they can't afford to put themselves in big holes like tonight, especially with this defense. We'll talk more about this performance on Monday after I watch the film. So, do we have any good performances to call out right now? I think we have a couple. Romeo Dobbs, 9 catches, 95 yards, so close to a 100-yard game. Jane Reed and Samari Torre both had big catches in the second half on scoring drives. Carl Brooks had a sack, and now as a rookie, he's up to 2 sacks. Good start to his season. I debated on Quay Walker with that penalty, but on the defensive side of the ball, he had 19 tackles. And if nothing else, I have to applaud his effort tonight. The Packers are now 2-2 on the season with a mini bye before they take on the Raiders on Monday Night Football on October 9th. I will be at that game in Las Vegas. If anyone else is going to be there, please leave a comment below or reach out to me on social media at Packer Mentality. I would love to at least meet you guys if I can. I will drop a new episode on Monday. Be on the lookout for that. Until then, have a great weekend, everybody, and go Pack Go.